Welcome to Variety is the Spice of Life. Have you ever looked around and wondered, why is everyone moving ahead while my big breakthrough is still waiting to happen? Some people achieve success in their 20s or 30s, others find their true calling much later, sometimes after 50, 60, or even beyond. And one of the most fascinating examples is Colonel Harland Sanders, whose extraordinary success came only after decades of struggle. Could there be more to late success than luck, persistence, or circumstances? In this video, we'll explore the astrological explanation behind late bloomers, understand the role of Saturn and Jupiter, and discover what Colonel Sanders' journey can teach us about timing, persistence, and destiny. For detailed insights, visit our blog. The link is available in the description. Imagine watching your friends succeed while you're still trying to find your direction. One person builds a successful career at 30, another becomes financially independent at 40. Someone else discovers their life's purpose only after 50. Does that mean the late bloomer failed? Not necessarily. According to the perspective explored in astrology, some people are simply working on a different timeline. A late bloomer is someone whose significant achievements, whether financial independence, career recognition, or public success, arrive considerably later than society expects. And here's the important part: experience doesn't necessarily become less valuable with age. Wisdom, emotional resilience, relationships, skills, and accumulated knowledge can actually become powerful assets. Sometimes what looks like a delay is simply preparation for something bigger. So where does astrology come into this? Astrology looks at life not just as a series of events, but as a series of cycles and timings. Different planets move at different speeds, and according to astrological interpretation, their cycles can activate different areas of our lives. The slower moving planets are particularly important when we talk about major turning points. Saturn represents discipline, responsibility, patience, and lessons learned through experience. Jupiter, on the other hand, is associated with expansion, opportunity, and growth. And then there is Pluto, whose slow movement is traditionally associated with deep transformation. The fascinating idea is that your birth chart may contain potential that doesn't become fully activated early in life. In other words, your journey may have a season for preparation and another season for recognition. If there is one planet strongly associated with late achievement in astrology, it is Saturn. Saturn takes approximately 29.5 years to complete one revolution around the zodiac. That creates what astrologers call the Saturn return, occurring roughly around ages 29, 58, and 88. These periods are traditionally viewed as times of maturity, responsibility, and major reassessment. Some people, the second Saturn return, around the late 50s, can become particularly significant. Why? Because by then, years of experience have accumulated. Failures have taught lessons. Discipline has replaced impatience. And a person may finally understand what they truly want. Astrologically, strong Saturn or Capricorn influences are often associated with people who build their lives slowly, steadily, and with remarkable staying power. Saturn may delay, but the lesson is that delay doesn't necessarily mean denial. But Saturn isn't the whole story. If Saturn represents preparation and discipline, Jupiter represents expansion and opportunity. Jupiter completes its journey around the zodiac approximately every 12 years, spending about a year in each sign. According to astrology, when Jupiter activates important points in a person's birth chart, new opportunities can emerge. Networks may expand, a new venture may gain momentum, recognition may increase, and doors that seemed firmly closed may suddenly appear open. Astrologers pay particular attention to Jupiter's relationship with areas such as the 2nd, 10th, and 11th houses, which are traditionally connected with wealth, career, and gains. This gives us an interesting picture of success. Saturn prepares you, Jupiter opens the door. And sometimes, the door doesn't open until you have acquired the experience necessary to walk through it. Now let's look at the man whose story makes this idea truly unforgettable. Colonel Harland Sanders. His road to success was anything but smooth. Before reaching 60, Sanders experienced repeated professional and financial setbacks. He lost jobs. His law career collapsed after a courtroom incident. Ferry business failed. His service station struggled during the Great Depression. And years of financial instability followed. By conventional standards, his story could easily have been described as a lifetime of failure. But then came the extraordinary turning point. At around 65, Sanders was traveling with his chicken recipe, pitching it to restaurants. After countless rejections, one restaurant finally said yes. That single opportunity eventually became Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, and transformed Sanders into a globally recognized figure. His greatest chapter was still ahead of him. The most powerful lesson from Sanders' story isn't simply that he became successful at 65. It is what happened before 65. Every failure had given him another piece of experience. Every rejection strengthened his persistence. Every setback developed resilience. And when the opportunity finally arrived, he was ready. This is exactly where the idea of astrological timing becomes fascinating. A person may possess potential for years without seeing dramatic results. But according to the astrological framework, certain planetary cycles can activate that potential at particular stages of life. So perhaps the better question isn't, why haven't I succeeded yet? Perhaps the question is, what am I being prepared for? Because sometimes the years that feel like failure are actually building the foundation for the success that hasn't arrived yet. So, what should you look for if you want to explore whether your own birth chart has late blooming tendencies? Astrologically, several indicators are traditionally considered significant. A strong Saturn, particularly its connection with the ascendant, Sunday or moon, may indicate a life path built around patience and overcoming obstacles. A strong 10th house or Saturn connected with career matters can suggest that professional rewards come through sustained effort. Planets placed in the 12th house are sometimes interpreted as indicating talents or potential that remain hidden until deeper inner development takes place. And planets positioned at the later degrees of a sign, particularly around 27 to 29 degrees, are also highlighted in the blog as carrying a sense of completion or maturation. Progressions and major planetary transits can add another layer to the timing. The message is simple. Your chart may not say never. It may simply say not yet. Perhaps the most important lesson is not about predicting exactly when success will arrive. It is about learning to respect your own timeline. If you're going through a slow Saturn phase, astrology encourages patience, discipline, and preparation rather than giving up. Use challenging periods to build skills, strengthen relationships, develop your knowledge, prepare quietly. Then, when a favorable opportunity arrives, you'll be ready to act. Colonel Sanders didn't stop at 65 and say, "It's too late now." He kept moving. And that's why his story continues to inspire people. Your life may not follow the timetable society has created for you. You may be a late bloomer. And if you are, remember this, late does not mean lost. Sometimes the journey takes longer because the person you become along the way is exactly the person who is ready for the success waiting ahead. So if you've ever felt that your success is arriving later than expected, don't be too quick to call yourself a failure. Your journey may simply be different. As we explored today, astrology offers one fascinating way of understanding that difference. Through Saturn's lessons, Jupiter's opportunities, planetary cycles, and the unique patterns within your birth chart. And Colonel Sanders reminds us of something even more powerful. Sometimes your biggest chapter is still waiting to be written. If you enjoyed this journey into astrology and life timing, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe to Variety is the Spice of Life. And while you're here, do explore our other content zones as well, from fitness and food to thought, music, and Sunday stories. There's always something new to discover. For the detailed astrological insights discussed in this video, visit our blog. The link is available in the description. Until our next video, remember, don't measure your life by someone else's clock. Your time may be later. But later can still be extraordinary.